CT Credit Union. It's the 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. I'm Brandon Roddy.
Yeah, and I'm Nick Canizales. Look, we had a lot of huge games on opening night tonight, but none bigger than our Game of the Week.
Game of the Week.
What a way to start the season as well. The Newton Eagles flying in to take on the West Orange Stark Mustangs. Mustangs went to Newton last season and left with a 38-8 victory. How did this one turn out? Well, first drive, Kalen Dugas takes a snap, fakes handoff, gets in trouble, tries to pitch it to number 4, Harden Jefferson, but it's picked off by Cavelin Hunter, and he's going to go all the way. That is a touchdown. Newton gets on the board first. 2-point conversion was good. 8-0 Newton.
Man, Eagles flying high.
That's what they are doing. West Orange Stark has the football, handoff to 16, Raymond Shaw, and he just bullies his way all the way to the end zone. Touchdown. Extra point is no good, though. 8-6, Newton still on top. A little bit later, 16-6 Newton after another Eagles touchdown. West Orange Stark on third down. Bad snap. Eagles number 2, Braylon Patterson, falls on it. It's a fumble. You can't do that. It's too early. Next drive, QB number 13, Isaiah Foster, pitches to KJ Porter. Another touchdown. Look at him turn on the Jets and get around the corner and get all the way to pay dirt. 2-point conversion is good again, 24-6 Newton. West Orange Stark inside the 5. Hand off to Antarian Fontenot, who barrels into the end zone again. Can't be stopped. 24-12 Newton at the half. The final in this one, though, West Orange Stark 32, Newton 24. How about that?
Wow. Hey, Holton Pepper. He joins us live from Dan R. Hook Stadium where the Mustangs, look, they showed a lot of heart. Listen, Holton, they were down. They scored 20 unanswered points. What a win for these Mustangs tonight.
Oh, you said it right there. 20 unanswered points. I mean, here's the thing. So I came out here today, and the speculation is Newton is a very good football team. We obviously know that, and we know that Coach Drew Johnston is going to have these boys ready to go. But this really seemed like a game that the West Orange Stark Mustangs really needed to set the tone for the season. They were just a few plays away from winning district last year, if you remember, out there at Hampshire-Fannett at the barn. And this year, it just seemed like this is really a tone-setting game. Being down 24-12 at the half. Now that is not the way they figured that was how they were going to start this one. Now, I have to make a point. You know, everybody was talking about how I was partial with Hampshire-Fannett, obviously, and then I come out here and all the West Orange guys, you know, they're ragging on me, and I get it, you know. But these guys, they told me, they said, look, you may have had your fun last year, but this year, West Orange Stark is coming for that title. They're going to do the things that they have got to do to secure themselves at the top of District 9. And just talking about District 9, they get a lot of returners. And Antarian Fontenot is a guy who is the reigning District 9 in 4A D2. He was the defensive player of the year last year. They get him back, and he's a Swiss Army knife. It's not a guy that's only out here playing defense. He's a guy that they scheduled and penciled into the offense just before the half, and they gave a straight handoff up the middle, as you saw just a second ago. Now, I was talking to Coach Hickman after the game, and me and Coach Hickman, man, we've had many conversations just about what the expectations are for this West Orange Stark Mustang squad, and they're high. They're high, obviously, but this is West Orange Stark football. They're high every season. That's just kind of how this thing goes. But it just shows a testament, truly, to the vibe of this team. You go down 10 points or 12 points at the half, and it kind of looks bleak. But then they answer immediately with those 20 unanswered points in the second half. And with a guy of Kelby Jefferson in the backfield, you have the quarterback, obviously, and Quaylen Dugas. I mean, there are a lot of names on this team. They are going to be an issue for teams headed forward in 2025. What say you?
You know, I think Holton Pepper has the magic touch, man. That's back-to-back years of games where he found a good one where it comes down to the last play and all that. We need to start following this guy.
I know. You know what? And those Newton Eagles, man, they came out. They're going to be strong. Mm-hmm. We knew coming in they were really, really good. Yeah. Both sides of the football. West Orange Stark, we knew they were going to be really good. It's just a good measuring stick. Now, you know, despite the loss, it's non-district. Newton comes home, and they're going to be like, hey, man, look, we were winning. Mm-hmm. We hung in with them. They're going to be very, very dangerous going forward.
Yeah, and, you know, Coach Hickman said the same thing earlier this week. You know, it's a great measuring tape for them playing this game against Newton. So hopefully good luck for both teams moving forward. And over in Port Arthur, where the Titans are loaded with talent across the board.
Yeah, look, I feel on paper, though, that they're the best team by far in Southeast Texas. Of course, head coach Brian Morgan, he did say that they had a lot of youth on the defensive line there. Yeah. That's going to be a huge question mark going into the season. So opening night, Memorial Stadium. The Titans had a really good test, though. They came out right at the gate against Spring Dekaney. There's Memorial fans cheering. Here's a really good run. Monte Martin, this kid is incredible. Had an awesome season last year. Picked up where he left off. Boom, laying that hammer right there. And guess who's going to score? Yes, Monte Martin strolls in. 7-0 Titans. Good way to start the season. Now you got Dwayne Piano right here. He's he's into he got whipped down right there. Looking like Micah Parsons, the Green Bay Packer Micah Parsons
man,
down.
Too soon, man. It's too soon.
Don't get me started on that. All right, now we go out. It is Titans. Martin. Look at that, man. The spin move. That was a circle on your PS5. Look at the Titans. 48-2.
Wow.
Is your final in this one. Hey, listen. I thought they're the best team coming out. They got a lot of great individual talent. They proved that tonight. Big blowout win for those Titans.
Giving them a courtesy safety right there on the 2 points.
Yeah, that's a good win.
Yeah,
that's a really good win at home. Good way to start, kind of springboard your season there.
Yeah, expecting big things out of the Titans this year. Looking forward to them. And the Nederland Bulldogs were literally one play away from winning the district in Scott Rich's first year.
Yeah, and Coach Chase McDonald's first season, the Lumberton Raiders, well, they went 3-7 overall. 3-4 in district play. So how would both coaches fare in their second season?
Well, it was a slow start for both schools early tonight. A defensive battle is what they call it out at Raider Stadium as Lumberton welcomed the Nederland Bulldogs. First quarter action, Bulldog running back Jaden Ned takes the handoff and turns up the Jets up the sideline. Beautiful stiff arm, get out of the way, and picks up the first down. More yards before being slung out of bounds. Nice run right there. A couple plays later, Slade Shepard with the 3-step drop and fires it over to number 5, Landon Gestring. He fights for more yards before being dragged down at the 25-yard line. The drive would stall for Big Ned. They'd have to settle for the field goal early, but they're on the board first. Raider football a little bit later. Nolan Mitchell, he's going to drop back and find Tyler White on the slant, and he's greeted by Bulldog Aiden Bonnet. Ooh. Hit of the week possibility right there. But the Raiders are resilient. Mitchell again drops back, and he's going to hit Isaiah Sellers on the quick slant. He carries a couple of defenders, gets more good yards.
Like Michael Irvin back in his prime, back in the mid-90s.
Can't be stopped. This game it went into overtime. Lumberton drive would stall as well. They settled for a field goal. This one was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter. They had overtime as well. But Nederland gets the victory. They win this one 6-3. When is it?
Yeah. Hey, it's like the '85 Bears defense against the 2000 Ravens defense.
Yeah.
No offense.
No. It's
all defense.
That's an
old school 1940s game there.
People used to like that kind of football.
Yeah, those smash mouth football there.
I still do. It was a great game. And speaking of a great game, how about those Silsbee Tigers? They caught fire at the end of last season and rode that wave all the way into the regional semifinals.
Yeah. The good news is, Silsbee bring back a lot of starters. Of course, they got that big offensive line, which should be one of the best in all the Class 4A. 11th ranked Tigers had a good test tonight against the Vidor Pirates. Hey, they went to the playoffs last season. They brought back 8 starters on defense. Well, Silsbee would strike first to Caleb Johnson. He would call his own number. He's going to walk into the end zone. Tigers up 6-0. So they line up for the extra point here. Well, guess what? They try to do a little bit trickery. We got a fumble. Caden Richard scoops it up. Blockers in front of him. He is going to rumble 85 yards for the 2 points. And it's now a baseball score 6-2.
So much work for 2 points.
I know, all that work for 6 points, 6-2 there. Hey, Silsbee leading 13-2. Here come the Vidors. That running game, slot T, Landon Jones. Wow. That offense gave the Tigers big trouble in this series, in this play. He sprints over 75 yards for the touchdown. It's 13-8 after 1 quarter of play. Silsbee goes back to work on offense. It is Johnson. 3-step drop, up top. R.J. Williams, he got lost right there. Woo! Big touchdown for the Tigers. It was 20-15 at that point. Let's go to the big boy. They stepped on that gas, Brandon Roddy. They did not look back. 40-15 is the final. They're 1-0 to start the season. They're going to host the LCM Battling Bears next Friday night, which could be a really good showdown.
Coach Randy Smith said that their front seven might be one of the best in the state. I know coaches, might exaggerate when it comes to their guys a little bit, but I went out and watched them play a couple times as well, man. They look serious. And what's the old adage? Defense wins championships.
It is. And then everything is built in the trenches. And like I said, their O-line is super, super good. It could be one of the best in all of 4A.
Yeah.
But it starts up front. You just ground and pound, wear that defense out, and then sets up the pass. And you saw it tonight. I mean, hey, Silsbee up 1-0. Like I said, they go home for the first time next week, take on an LCM team that actually won district, and they were undefeated in district play last year.
Yeah, it's always amazing how Silsbee surprises me every season. They're not supposed to be that good, and then they just go crazy. Well, let's take a look at some scores from around Southeast Texas.
Yeah, how about this? Last night, the Westbrook Bruins shut out Aldine Eisenhower 38-0. Then how about Beaumont United on the road to Houston Bel Air, 23-20 the final.
That's Coach Draynard Williams' first victory. Congratulations to him. Tyler Chapel Hill 49-7 over Jasper earlier today, and Hitchcock 48-7 over Anahuac. I mean, Hitchcock is tough, man. They're
Band of the Week.
And we want to tell our NBC viewers to flip over to ABC 12 to see the rest of our 409 Sports Blitz.
Yeah, now it's time for our Band of the Week, the Newton Eagles. Take a look.
Excitement. Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We are back. It's good to be back.
Oh, heck yeah. That's my wife's alma mater there, LCM.
You called her out a few times.
Hey, hey, listen, she's sleeping right now. I'm sure somebody will tell her, hey, that, but I always talk good about her. She is great.
Don't try to get in trouble, man. We just, first Blitz of the season. Number 16, Hampshire-Fannett went undefeated in district play behind a stellar senior class. Now it's that next man up mentality.
Yeah, look, on the flip side, LCM, look, they went undefeated in district play, brought back two of the top players in Southeast Texas. Huge battle in Battling Bear Stadium. Horns, hey, they'll go to work first on offense. We heard about Blake Broussard throughout 7-on-7. A lot of high praise for this kid. Watch him go to work. Steps in front. Evades a tackle, scrambles to his left. Oh, look at that catch.
What a beautiful
Dwayne
pass.
Long, tippy toe right there. 7-zip Hampshire-Fannett. Here comes the Battling Bears, Jalen Morris. Shot out of a cannon. He's off to the races. Looks like big Derrick Henry rumbling. Oh, good save by there. Morris gets taken out at the 10. But guess what? The Bears would punch it in for the touchdown. LCM, it's 7-6. But guess what? Here come the Longhorns. Pierce Pirtle pushes his way through for a touchdown, 14-6. Isaiah Reed, he would score a touchdown, so 21-6 Hampshire-Fannett at the half. It was all Longhorns in this one. 37-13. Wow. They kind of pick up where they left off a year ago. They went undefeated. They won district. It was a good battle. I thought it was going to be closer, but hey, that experience and the talent they have pulled away.
Yeah, and we have one of our favorites, Cameron Burchett. She is joining us live tonight with some post-game reaction. Cam, welcome back to the Blitz. How was the game? How are you?
Dude, it feels so great. We've been waiting for football season all year long, nearly over 200 days. The night is finally here, and let's talk about this. Tonight, the LCM Battling Bears got to get a taste of history and learn how it repeats itself yet again after being defeated 37-13 by the Hampshire-Fannett Longhorns. They got a little history lesson, and you guys, their defense from Hampshire-Fannett was like playing against a brick wall. They did not let these guys get past them. And again, you've got key players like quarterback Blake Broussard, number 18 Dwayne Long, and Jalen Morris. These guys played vital roles in operating the Longhorns' work hard, play hard method. And again, if you remember last season, the Longhorns ran 5-0 in district and made it to area as a finalist before falling to Sealy. And again, in that last quarter, you had a late touchdown with only 2 minutes on the clock by Jess Folsom there, again putting that score up to 37-13. And something important about this matchup is again that both of these teams were undefeated in their district, and again won in their districts last season. Looking at LCM's side of things, fans here were hoping to rewrite history, but instead, again, got a history lesson. And right now, the mighty Longhorns are walking out right now at Battling Bear Stadium, now calling it Longhorn territory and Longhorn country. You guys, this game was electric as it can get. And like I said, both fans on the sides of these, just sidelines, were just yelling for their boys, wanting just to have a great game. And guys, that's what we got. And honestly, we've got some players right here, guys. Let's celebrate. Come here, get in this. Number one, season opener. Yeah! It feels great. We'll send it right back to you guys in studio.
Hey, this is the Longhorn team that's going to be really good. And I'll tell you what, again, like I said, they went, they lost a lot. They lost a big, really talented senior class. Yeah. But they just keep reloading. They got some really good players, and I'll tell you what, like we mentioned, it's next man up mentality. You got these boys that have been just waiting for their chance. Now's their time to shine.
Now's their time to shine. Make it happen. Who else has been shining, actually? The Woodville Eagles. They had a historic season last year, making it to the 3A Division II state championship game for the first time in school history.
Yeah, the Orangefield Bobcats, they swept their district last year and outscored their opponents. Listen to this, 267-82 in 6 games. Now, did that return this season?
I guess we're going to have to find out. Another good one here. The Orangefield Bobcats taking on the state runner-ups and the Woodville Eagles. Early action. Eagle QB Luke Babin. We've talked a lot about this guy. Looking for someone to throw to. He gets into a little trouble, and he decides to take off. He's going to pick up 25 yards on the scramble, airing it out before he runs out of bounds. Smart move right there. Bobcat football, though. Mason Manning gets the call. He's going to break into the open field, pick up some more good yards before he gets shoved out of bounds. A couple plays later, the delayed handoff to Gage Lucas. He's going to bounce it outside, turn on the boosters, get some good yardage as well. And when you're running the ball well, it always sets up the play action. Bobcat QB Carson Gonzalez fakes a handoff, finds Cole Sanchez on the quick slant, and he does the rest. Finds the end zone, gets Orangefield on the board. But the Eagles would not be outdone. Luke Babin drops back. He's going to loft it up to Gage Toller, who goes up, and away, gets the jump ball, the hoop, and the harm. He takes it all the way to the house, but Orangefield is not intimidated. Short yardage situation, a tush push. Carson Gonzalez finds the hole, and he's off to the races. Look at him go, and look at him go. And the final in this one, though, Orangefield gets the W, 35. What? Is this the final or is this in the fourth quarter? Are they still playing? 35-14.
I love Woodville's quarterback. I think he is going to be. He is really good. He's got a chance to be the classification. They're still in progress right now, but he has a chance to be one of the big, an all-state quarterback. But I'll tell you what, Woodville, what a season last year, but Orangefield, hey, they're putting it on them tonight.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty good too. Two great teams right there. Speaking of great teams, since Jeff Joseph stepped on campus at P&G, his teams have a record of 40-5 with 2 state title appearances and a state title in 2023.
Yeah, and look, no matter how many seniors they lose every single season, it's like they always have talent in the pipeline. Connor Bailey, he's back at the 3rd season at quarterback. Tyson Henry at running back. You have Houston commit Aaron Wolford on the O-line. Hey, look, go to the reservation. Last year, P&G won by 22 on the road. Tonight, the game started a little sloppy against Klein Oak on both ends. So no score in the second. After a series of fumbles, Klein Oak would take the lead on this 5-yard rushing touchdown by Makai Rhodes. It is 6-0 because P&G would block the extra point. Minute and a half later, Tyson Henry plows in to the end zone right there. Extra point is good. P&G takes a 7-6 lead. Under 6 minutes to go until halftime. Chris Diaz, he is good. Watch this. He's going to lay the hammer. Boom! Get out of my way. Dives in for the touchdown. Indians extend their lead to 14-6. Hey, they were not done just yet. Tyson Henry, remember, he rushed for over 1,600 yards last season. He picked up where he left off tonight. P&G led 24-12 at the break. And how about this? Number 9 P&G rolls to a 45-20 win. Indians are going to host Beaumont United next week at the reservation. So the Indians, like I said, it got sloppy at the first quarter. It was 0-0 after 1. A lot of fumbles going back and forth. They had a missed field goal. But they picked up where they left off. They once they started getting rolling, offense started playing well, defense was causing havoc. It was all she wrote.
Well, first game of the season, it's going to be some sloppy. Probably a lot of nerves in there as well.
Oh, yeah. You got a lot of new kids, too.
Yeah. But, P&G, you're talking about next man up, just refreshing those guys do the same thing.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about that.
And another interesting matchup here is Bridge City Cardinals head to Buna to face the mighty Cougars.
Yeah, those Cardinals, they rattled off 7 wins in a row to start the season last year. Ended up losing 3 of their last 4 games. Buna had a tough season a year ago, but hey, they look to turn things around this season. Starts tonight. Anything can happen in week 1.
Well, yeah, you play to win the game. Guys running out on the field, it's always great to run out through that tunnel. But Buna getting to work early. They're already rushing for a touchdown. Number 0, Alex Salo, he takes it all the way to the house, dives in just for good measure. Well done right there. Number 8, Hudson Hoffman. He's going to find number 3, Abraham Munguia. A Bridge City touchdown right there. Gets behind the defense, and look at him go. He could go all the way, and he does. Again, Hudson Hoffman. He's going to break through several tackles after everybody gets excited. And he's going to weave back and forth into the end zone. Another Bridge City rushing touchdown. Oh, look at you can't make everybody miss. You got to put that one on your highlight reel. Bridge City fans are already celebrating, and they got something to be excited about because they run away with this one. 46-14. Is this one in the 4th as well? They're still playing too, just putting up points. Bridge City picking up where they left off.
Wow. Hey, let's go to some scores around the 409 because we still have plenty of teams that have been playing tonight. Let's go to that scoreboard here because East Chambers went on the road. They rocked Rice Consolidated 35-10. How about Shepherd? They went on the road. Kirbyville 38-21. So the Wildcats, they fall by 17 tonight.
Yeah, getting started early. Danbury and Cardiac Christian. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Danbury 40-21 in the fourth over that one. And Penelope can't find any offense. Chester puts up 72.
The Yellow Jackets.
They are not playing out there.
Oh, man, stinging them tonight.
It's good stuff. 409 Sports Blitz is coming right back.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. Get yourself a Big Red, some pizza, heat it up. Stay with us here. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. The Harden Jefferson Hawks are returning 15 starters along with decent size and speed on both sides of the football, and they have their sights set on a playoff run.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Of course, meanwhile, Kelly Catholic Bulldogs, they had a down season last year. 16 starters returning, though, so that experience looking to make some noise in Beaumont.
And a beautiful day out at Hawks Stadium as the Harden Jefferson Hawks host the Kelly Bulldogs. Both teams looking to turn things around from last season. But HJ starts it off right. Running back Drayton Tunney, he's going to receive the kickoff, and he's going to find the seam, and he's going to run right into your living room, turns on the boosters. He's coming up the sideline, look at him go, but he gets dragged out of bounds. But that's okay. You're in great field position now. That would set up the play-action trickeration. QB Ryan Samoff, he's going to find the tight end Taylon Dottis standing all by himself. Touchdown for HJ. A little later, Hawks looking to receive the punt, but they muff it. Kelly defender runs down Judah Wheaton for the huge turnover. Kelly still trying to make something happen, though. QB Lathan Weaver, he's going to air one out, but it ends up getting picked off by number 15, Cade Thibodeau. The Hawks would score on that possession, and they would keep on scoring. 44-0, the final, and this one.
Oh, man, how about that, HJ? Let's go out to Sour Lake. Brett Strahan joins us. Brett, listen, the last 4 years have been extremely tough for Harden Jefferson, but look, this is a game where it can jumpstart your season, a big win like this.
Yeah, guys, as you can see out here, I got a sheen of sweat glistening up right here. So football's back here in Southeast Texas, but one team that was not sweating was Harden Jefferson, as we had a blowout on our hands against the Kelly Bulldogs. HJ's, their defense was just stifling pretty much all game long. And just for a little bit, just for a little bit, we got that run game going here in the first half, and they looked good. I talked to Coach Bass here after the game, and he said he's very happy to start this season on a positive note after cobbling together just a couple of wins these last 2 years. Very happy with the defense, very happy with how that O-line did. And the run game he thought was great. You know, we had number 23, freshman Eric Petrie. He looked fantastic, guys. He's one of those guys that he runs angry, and he wants to hit somebody, and that really started wearing on Kelly, and he started having a big second half, huge game for him. Now, keep in mind, HJ, this is a team that qualified for state in 7-on-7, and we didn't really see that pass game clicking yet. So it's going to be fun to see if they can add that for another weapon here coming up later. I talked to Coach Bass. He told me they have another big test coming up against East Chambers later, and it'll be fun to see if they can get going. But yeah, so as far as Kelly goes, young team, only 5 seniors. This is one they tell you to burn the tape on, but that's pretty much all I got for you guys. They turned the lights on me out here. I think they're ready for me to leave. So back to y'all. See y'all back in studio.
That's awesome. They don't mean anything bad by it, Brett. You know, everybody's ready to go home.
Hey, listen, they better not lock the gate, though. If not, you're going to have to stretch and then jump over that fence.
Just hurdle over it. Thanks, Brett. Welcome to the 409 Sports team, man. Great to see you.
Our guy Brett making his debut, man. Loving it.
Loving it.
Thank you.
All right, let's check out.
Hit of the week, sponsored by First Security Bank.
All right, that hit of the week. Somebody got popped tonight.
That's what I want to see. Let's see the hard hit in action. This one comes to you courtesy of Port Arthur Memorial, number 99, Dwayne Payano. Boom! Oh, with aggression. Lay him down, big man.
Take some Advil in the morning with that.
Yeah,
you
he's
just
gonna feel
threw him
that
down there. Port Arthur Memorial rolling tonight, what, 48-2?
Yeah, they could be serious. Those 2 points are just being polite.
They are going to be nasty this year.
We'll see how it goes. We'll be back after this. Good to be back.
Hey, I
back to the
know,
409
man. It's my
Sports
alma mater
Blitz.
over there, man. It's always good to see those all those people out there. And the crazy thing is, that's all my friends, all their kids over there. So it's like, man, we're getting old.
I was going to say, does it make you feel
We're getting
old?
old. I mean, my kid's a senior, and you know, right now, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I got to go dye my hair if you don't see any of the gray going
You're
there.
just giving all the secrets tonight, huh, man?
Hey, listen, let's go with some scores here because we had a lot of good games around the area. Let's go back to our game of the week. This was a really, really good game.
Newton and West Orange Stark, these two teams have history. I think the last 5 games, they were tied up before this one, and West Orange Stark getting the victory tonight, so now they're up 3-2 in this
Yeah,
game.
and look, in Newton Eagles, they came out early. They get this, kind of almost like a pick-six fumble there.
Mm-hmm.
They jumped out to a 12-point lead, I think it was 24-12, until West Orange Stark scored 20 unanswered.
That's
and that's you know how it is in football. I mean, once it's like the other team, that momentum swing. It just boom, 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 and you look up, you were leading, and then you're like, oh my gosh, we're down 3 touchdowns. We don't know what happened. But look, for West Orange Stark, showed a lot of heart. They showed why that they're the number 8 team in the state. Newton Eagles, they're number 5 in Class 3A. Really, really good. This is a good measuring stick. They hung in, had a chance to beat West Orange. Yeah. But listen, all this does is get them prepared for district play down the road.
Yeah, like Newton is going to be okay. They always go back and forth at the beginning of the year.
I mean, they got some weapons.
Yeah.
Running back is really good. Just across the board, they're always good. We're even dating back to the Curtis Barbay days when I was covering them back in the early 2000s. It's like, man, these kids, they just reload, and they're just so good at their position. Let's go to Colton Pepper. He's probably falling asleep out there. Joining us live at Dan R. Hook Stadium. And like we were talking about, I mean, look, this is a good win for West Orange Stark, but also a good little measuring stick for the Newton Eagles, knowing, hey, look, we hung in with them, and we're only going to get better from here.
Absolutely. First of all, I got myself I've been sipping on this delicious strawberry lemonade that Game Day Pretzel came out and refreshed me with. And before I talk about the Newton Eagles, I do have to show you this. They brought me this pizza thing. You guys got to see this. Hang on. Let me grab it real quick. This is incredible. I mean, look at that. Is that not the greatest thing you've ever seen? It's like a pizza surrounded. I mean, look.
Look at the plate. Is that a football plate too?
That is a massive
It's a football
slice.
plate.
Oh,
it is a
man.
football plate.
Well,
Isn't that crazy?
Go ahead and throw that plate then directly into the studio so we can try some of
I
this
know.
pizza.
You can slice it up into 3.
Man, that stuff is so. Trust me, and you obviously saw I took the 3 bites out of it as well. So I mean, look, I'm a hungry boy. I'm a growing boy. That's how it is. And so are the Newton Eagles. That's a good turn, right? Newton Eagles, man, they are a very, very impressive squad. And I think you talked about it being a measuring stick. That's absolutely what this game was. West Orange Stark is they're the 8th ranked team, I should say, in 482. Talented squad up and down. And then at halftime, you're looking at the score and it's like, wait a minute. Okay, Newton's got something over here. Newton has a lot of really talented players in and themselves. One in particular is their running back, KJ Porter. That guy is electrifying with a football in his hand. He is outstanding. And they kept feeding the ball. No matter who was at the quarterback position for that squad, it was just, hey, when we snap the ball, we're going to turn around. It's really simple. You take the ball and you hand it to the guy behind you, and you let him do the rest of the work, because KJ is a phenomenal running back, and he really showcased it here today, because here's the catch, and you two both know this. West Orange Stark's front 7 is one of the best in Southeast Texas, if not one of the best in the state. West Orange Stark defense is freaking awesome. It is so good. And for KJ and this offense, for Newton to move the ball well, and I know West Orange won this game, but you guys should have heard some of these coaches after they won the game, including Coach Hickman. Again, we talked about the respect between these two teams. They know that 3A better watch out, because Newton showed today they are going to be a force to be reckoned with, holding up against a team like West Orange Stark here today.
That's Holden Pepper right there. Heck of a job, my man. Be safe on the road, but yeah, you're right. Hey, 2 good teams. We're going to see them in the playoffs fighting for a state championship. We're going to see you next week, Holden Pepper, at our next game of the week.
Bring back the pizza.
Yeah, and bring back the lemonade too, because we're thirsty as well.
Play of the week.
All right, let's get to our play of the week, courtesy of those Bridge City Cardinals.
Imagine that, another rushing touchdown right here. Let's take a look. Number 8, Hudson Hoffman, again, breaking through the line. He can't be stopped, won't be stopped. But look at the move. Shakes everybody. Outruns everybody. That's a touchdown. Put that one on your social media, because everybody wants to see that.
Yeah, put that on your Snapchat, TikTok, and everything else. Bridge City Cardinals, man, they roll tonight. Good win on the road, so hopefully they can continue to build on that. And for those who lost tonight, hey, it's only one game.
Yeah,
we still got long ways to go.
What do they say? We've only just begun?
Yep.
That's a song right there. And we are coming to the end of the Blitz, though, but we'll be back after this. Welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz.
All right, let's take a look ahead next week on the 409 Sports Blitz. Some massive games. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's going to be a good one. The game of the week, LCM at Silsbee. LCM coming off of a tough L, but Silsbee, man, looking good as well. This should be another
That's
good
going to
one.
be their home opener. West Orange Stark taking on a Nederland Bulldog team. Offense struggled. Defense was really good. They were a 21-point favorite. Look at them. They're going to bounce back. I think they'll bounce back. That's going to be a really, really good game. Of course, P&G hosting Beaumont United. P&G took a little bit to get going, but once they got going, it was all she wrote.
Yeah, and we got Harden Jefferson at East Chambers. That should be a good one, too. HJ looked really good tonight. We'll see how that goes. Kirbyville trying to look to get back into the win column. Bridge City just rolling again like they did last season. That's going to be another good one, too.
Yeah, you got Lumberton and Westbrook came out. I mean, they're talented. The last couple of years, I know it has not been, the last probably, 2-3 years, has not been what they were accustomed to. They've had some rough seasons. They got some talent, and so look for them. You got Hampshire-Fannett and Hitchcock, and Kelly taking on St. Pius.
All that good stuff. Can't wait to bring all of that to you next week. And that is going to do it for the Blitz. We hope you all enjoyed it at home as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
All right, man. Well, we're going to wrap things up. Another performance from our band of the week. So the Newton Eagles, we will see you next week, week number 2, out here on the 409 Sports Blitz.
The Band of the Week.